Jai Gurudev, it's fascinating how these ancient rituals can have such a direct impact on navigating today's complex political and diplomatic landscapes. Moving forward in the series, we see the need for emotional resilience as a central theme. Kate's character often struggles with balancing personal emotions and the responsibilities of her role. How can Gayatri Japa, Padma Sadhana, and Sudarshan Kriya provide the emotional strength to face such challenges? Jagadev, yes, emotional resilience is essential for anyone in high pressure roles, and the practices you mentioned are designed to nurture that resilience at the deepest level. Gayatri Japa, chanting the Gayatri Mantra, invokes wisdom, guidance, and divine protection. It creates a strong energy field around a practitioner, offering mental clarity and emotional stability. The Gayatri Mantra's vibrations penetrate to subconscious, calming anxieties and fears, while awakening one's higher intellect. For someone like Kate who deals with constant external pressures and personal turmoil, chanting this mantra regularly would offer emotional grounding and help her respond to crisis with an open heart and a clear mind. Padma Sadhana or lotus meditation enhances one's connection to the inner self. It brings profound emotional healing and resilience. Practicing Padma Sadhana allows an individual to process difficult emotions such as fear, anger, or frustration while remaining centered. When Kate is faced with emotionally charged situations, Padma Sadhana would enable her to maintain emotional composure and make balanced decisions that are not clouded by reactive emotions. Lastly, Sudarshan Kriya, as we discussed before, is one of the most powerful tools for emotional release and mental clarity. The breathing techniques involved in Sudarshan Kriya help cleanse the body of stress and negative emotions, allowing the practitioner to achieve a deep state of relaxation and mental focus. Regular practice of this technique can help diplomats like Kate regain emotional stability quickly after challenging situations, allowing them to move forward with renewed strength and clarity. By incorporating these rituals and practices into daily life, diplomats and leaders can create a strong foundation of emotional resilience, which is necessary for navigating the complexities of their work while staying grounded in their true selves. That's all incredibly insightful. It's clear that the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji through the art of living tools and techniques offers profound solutions for individuals facing complex challenges, whether personal or professional. As we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts on how these ancient teachings can create better leaders, diplomats, and individuals in today's world? I firmly believe that His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji's teachings have the power to transform not only individual lives but also the world at large. In the modern fast paced world we live in, where stress, uncertainty, and conflict often dominate, the tools and techniques offered by the art of living are like a light guiding us through the darkness. When leaders, diplomats, or individuals embrace practices like Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, Sadhana, and other spiritual rituals, they connect to a deeper sense of purpose, peace, and resilience. They learn to balance their inner and outer worlds, making decisions that are not only intelligent but also compassionate, wise, and grounded in universal principles of truth, love, and harmony. These teachings help individuals understand that true leadership doesn't just come from intellect or a power, it comes from inner wisdom and emotional mastery. Sadhana, the path of self discipline coupled with tools like Gayatri Chapa, Shakti Kriya, and Agni Karim, provide the spiritual foundation needed to lead with authenticity and grace, especially in times of crisis or tension. In a world where external challenges continue to evolve, the inner wisdom provided by these ancient practices remains timeless, helping individuals navigate both personal and professional challenges with ease, clarity, and a deep sense of purpose. Thank you so much, Jeff, for sharing these profound insights with us today. It's clear that through the teachings of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, we can all cultivate the resilience, wisdom, and clarity needed to navigate the complexities of life, whether in diplomacy or any other field. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. May we all strive to live with the wisdom of the heart, and may the teachings bring peace and clarity to everyone navigating the challenges of our time. As we wrap up, we see that the tools and techniques from the art of living not only help individuals overcome personal struggles but also provide the foundation for effective leadership in the global arena. What would you say is the core message that we can take from the practices you have shared today, particularly in terms of transforming crisis into opportunities? Yes, Jagadev, the core message I believe is that true transformation happens from within, whether it's navigating crisis, managing diplomatic tensions, or handling personal challenges. The inner state of the individual plays a crucial role in how situations unfold externally. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji teaches us that peace within leads to peace in the world. When we are centered, grounded, and in touch with our inner wisdom, we can face external challenges with a calm and a clear mind, transforming those very crises into opportunities for growth, connection, and collaboration. Take, for example, Sudarshan Kriya. It's a transformative practice that clears away mental fog and emotional clutter. By regularly practicing this technique, individuals can approach crisis with a sense of calm and clarity, transforming stress into focus, panic into perspective, and confusion into wisdom. Pranayama or breathing techniques allows us to take control of our breath, which in turn allows us to take control of our emotions and reactions. These practices give individuals the emotional resilience to face adversities, turn obstacles into stepping stones, and maintain harmony in the face of challenges. That's an empowering message. How we view and approach a crisis can make all the difference. On that note, in the Diplomat, Kate's journey is filled with moments of self discovery and growth. What would you say that the wisdom of the heart and self reflection practices such as meditation and Agni Karyam play in an integral role in this process? And how does this contribute to better decision making? Absolutely, meditation and rituals like Agni Karyam are essential for self reflection and developing the wisdom of the heart. These practices help individuals go beyond their immediate emotions and mental patterns. They create a space where one can witness thoughts and feelings without getting entangled in them. Through regular meditation and Agni Karyam, the fire rituals, one develops the capacity to detach from external turmoil and look inward for clarity and answers. In Kate's case, Agni Karyam could serve as a powerful tool to release accumulated tensions and emotional baggage. The fire ritual, representing the burning away of impurities, would help Kate cleanse away any negative emotions or self limiting beliefs that arise from the pressures of her work. This would allow her to make decisions from a place of peace and wisdom rather than fear or stress. Meditation, on the other hand, strengthens one's inner connection, allowing for a deeper understanding of oneself and the situation at hand. By regularly practicing these tools, Kate would not only be able to navigate diplomatic crises, but also grow as a leader, leading with the greater compassion, authenticity, and discernment. So, you are suggesting that the true potential of a leader is unlocked when they take time to reflect and reconnect with their inner wisdom. With that in mind, many leaders in the diplomat seem to be struggling with ego and pride. How can Sanyam sadhana, particularly sadhana of humility, guide leaders in letting go of ego and embracing service over self interest? Yes, Jai Gurudev, the sadhana of humility is one of the most profound practices, and it can be transformative, especially for leaders. Sadhana, in its truest form, is about self discipline, but the ultimate discipline is the ability to transcend the ego. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji has often said that ego is the root of all suffering, and that humility allows the wisdom of the heart to shine through. When leaders engage in sadhana, they are not just cultivating mental strength but also emotional intelligence and spiritual maturity. In the diplomat, Kate often faces moments where her ego, whether in the form of her personal ambition or her need for control, clashes with the needs of her team or the diplomatic situation. Through sadhana of humility, she could learn to step back not out of weakness but out of strength, recognizing that the true power lies in humility, service, and a commitment to the greater good. Humility opens the door to empathy, understanding, and the willingness to listen to others, which are essential qualities for effective diplomacy. When leaders practice humility, they are able to put the interests of others first, which not only strengthens relationships but also fosters trust, cooperation, and peace in a diplomatic setting. This means working towards solutions that benefit everyone rather than being driven by one's own agenda. Through sadhana, leaders learn to operate from a place of inner peace, free from the limitations of the ego. What a beautiful way of putting it. So much of leadership is rooted in serving others and learning to let go of a personal needs for recognition and control. Before we conclude, we have discussed many different tools and practices. Could you summarize in simple terms the most important teachings and practices that anyone, whether they are a diplomat or not, can use to live a life of peace, purpose, and clarity? Jagadev, has to live a life of peace, purpose, and clarity. The most important teachings and practices is basically Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama. These breathing techniques are powerful tools for releasing stress, calming the mind, and enhancing mental clarity. Regular practice brings emotional resilience and sharpens decision making abilities. Meditation, whether through Padma Sadhana or Sadhana or any other form, or Sahat Samadhi meditation, or even Sanyam Sadhana of level 1 and level 2. Meditation helps connect to the inner self and cultivate a peaceful mind. It provides a space to reflect, to gain clarity, and act with wisdom rather than reacting out of fear or stress. humility and self-reflection. Through sadhana of humility, one learns to transcend the ego and develop empathy and compassion. This quality is crucial for anyone looking to make a positive impact in the world, be it in diplomacy, leadership, or everyday life. Upanayana and spiritual discipline. By committing to sadhana, daily rituals, and spiritual practices, individuals develop discipline and a deep sense of purpose. This helps maintain focus and clarity even in challenging circumstances. Service and compassion. True leadership comes from the desire to serve others. Agni karma, fire rituals, and others act of spiritual devotion remind us of the importance of selfless service, keeping our hearts open to others' needs. Gayatri Japa and Trikalsana, regular chanting of the mantras in prayer, like Gayatri Japa, invites wisdom and divine guidance, while Trikalsandhya helps individuals maintain balance and harmony at all times of the day, supporting steady decision making. Jai Gurudev, and thank you so much for this enlightening conversation. Your insights are deeply profound, and it's inspiring to see how these spiritual tools can be integrated into the complex and high pressure environments we see in the diplomat. Through inner practice, clarity, and humility, we can all contribute to creating a more harmonious and just world. It was a pleasure to share these insights with you. May we all practice what we have discussed today, finding peace within ourselves, acting with wisdom, and always serving the greater good. Let us all work towards a world where diplomacy, leadership, and all human interactions are rooted in compassion and understanding. Jai Gurudev. Absolutely. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing how these teachings can make a profound impact on leaders, diplomats, and individuals across the globe. Jai Gurudev. As we conclude today's discussion, I would like to reflect on how these practices also address personal growth. In the diplomat, Kate's journey involves constant evolution, learning from her experiences and facing her vulnerabilities. How can art of living practices help someone like Kate or any individual navigate personal transformation, especially when faced with uncomfortable truths or moments of self doubt? Yes, Jagger, the personal transformation is often a result of facing uncomfortable truths and growing through those challenges. In Art of Living, we understand that self awareness and acceptance are key to personal growth. When individuals are open to looking inward, they begin to recognize their own limitations, patterns, and tendencies. This is where the practices of meditation and Sudarshan Kriya come in. Meditation, especially practices like Padma Sadhana, helps individuals create a space where they can witness their thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. It's about understanding your mental patterns, your triggers, and your reactions. For Kate, moments of self doubt or frustration would be addressed by simply observing these feelings rather than letting them dictate her behavior. Meditation allows you to embrace the discomfort without letting it define you. It also helps cultivate a sense of acceptance, understanding that every experience is a learning opportunity. Sudarshan Kriya takes us a step further by helping to cleanse the body and mind of accumulated stress and negative emotions. The breath work in Sudarshan Kriya helps clear emotional blockages, allowing for emotional healing and a greater sense of inner peace. As Kate faces new challenges, Sudarshan Kriya would help her release any pent up emotions from the stress of international diplomacy while also enhancing her clarity of thought. This practice would offer Kate a way to reset herself, allowing for personal growth without being overwhelmed by external circumstances. That's a powerful insight, Jai Gurudev.